I'm Donald. I head Mastercard Data and Services for Asia Pacific. So Mastercard is all about payments, but Mastercard Data and Services is all about creating value for our customers beyond the payment transaction. Fundamentally, our core value proposition is about helping customers make smarter decisions and get better outcomes. You know, many retailers actually think that things are the same as before, but actually a lot has changed and a lot is going to change even more. The first thing I would share is on the massive shift to digital that COVID has accelerated over the years, right? What has that driven? What we are getting now is you have a consumer that has a digital first expectation, and if you layer on alongside that the pent-up demand that accumulated over COVID, higher prices that they are seeing, inflation rates, you get a very different persona of consumer compared to pre-COVID times, with very different buying behavior, different patterns, and different preferences. I think the second shift that we've seen is a massive shift in expenditure from spending on things compared to spending on experiences. You and I, we were able to sit at home and spend on things and buy things online, but we couldn't spend on experiences. And that's what consumers are gravitating towards. They want to dine out, they want to watch a movie, they want to go travel, they want to watch a concert. And so this shift in experiences is going to stay there for a while. I would say the third observation that I would have is on personalization. You know, consumers these days, they are inundated with content. And they are also very used to platforms like TikTok, Netflix, and Amazon that gives them that personalized and contextual experience when they engage with those platforms. So consumers today, they've come to expect that, and so that's going to be a massive game changer when it comes to engaging with consumers. If you think about the digital real estate that's available for you to engage with consumers, it's really small. And so how do you maximize every opportunity and every interaction that you have with your consumer? Delivering personalized, contextual, relevant content in real time, every time. And the last observation I would share would be that during COVID, a lot of retailers embrace a data-driven culture to test, learn, and optimize. We recently did a survey with 59 retailers, and we found that they were conducting over 8,000 data-driven tests across use cases like pricing, marketing, and operations. And that's on the basis that there's a lot of change that's happening, and they need to recalibrate their strategies against the changing environment. So definitely, I think test, learn, optimize, that's going to be a continuing theme going forward for resilient retailers. There's definitely going to be a lot of uncertainty and change. I think that we can agree is going to stay. And what makes a resilient retailer? In our mind, three things. The first is embrace a data-driven culture to test, learn, and optimize against the changing environment. Number two, make every interaction that you have with your consumer count, be it online or digital experience. And number three, strengthen and nurture the loyalty with the customers that you already have. I think these three factors are critical for retailers to be resilient in the current environment. You know, battling on pricing, product, and marketing, we found that only takes you so far. Fundamentally, we have to ask the question, what are you doing to nurture the loyalty with the customers that you already have? So we recently did a survey where we found in Asia Pacific, across 150 senior loyalty leaders, that 44% of them had plans to invest further in loyalty ecosystem participation and development. And we, Mastercard, as a leading loyalty player in the world, we help many clients achieve this. Let me bring an example to life. So here in Southeast Asia, we help one of the largest retailers transform their points-based and transaction-based loyalty program and unified 2,000 brands and 20 million customers into a single loyalty lifestyle program. So that was transformational for them in terms of capturing the synergies that existed within their ecosystem and also ramping up engagement rates, purchase frequency, and cross-sell rates. Well, you know, with the shift in digital and the explosion of data, I think there's a massive opportunity for retailers to become a data-driven business. And you might ask, what makes a data-driven business, right? In our mind, it boils down to three key things: having the right data, having the right tools, and having the right expertise. When it comes to having the right data, most businesses, whether it's retail or otherwise, they would typically have the data that they have. But what about the data that they don't see? Could that be a massive game changer in terms of elevating and raising engagement levels? And if you have that data that you need, then do you have the tools to transform that data to maximize its utility? Train powerful predictive models on top of that data, connect it seamlessly to customer-facing channels, and power business use cases like pricing, digital marketing, loyalty and engagement, and human-like interactions on your consumer-facing channels. Now, if you've got the right data and the right tools, then the question is, do you have the right expertise, right? Data and tools are only as good as having the experts and the people that have the expertise and experience to harness it. And that's what often separates, I would say, leaders from laggards. Leaders often augment their teams with trusted specialists that have that domain expertise and experience to leverage data and tools to get the outcomes that they want. Well, eTail Asia has always been a fantastic event, bringing together brands across retail, e-commerce, and technology solution providers. I would sum it up to say, a rising tide lifts all boats, and I believe eTail is that. I think it helps everybody come together, exchange learnings, and so that we can be better at driving our business.